and sorry for this technical issue. It was some kind of connection glitch, I believe. So we can continue our discussion.
Hey, Chad, where did we stop? What was the last thing you heard?
It happens. Well, one question I had, continuing on, you mentioned the books and the TV show and everything before we got sort of interrupted there. One thing I was really curious about is we know from yesterday that it's meant to follow like the first couple books, the first couple seasons of the TV show. But I was curious then how much sort of wiggle room you have in terms of the narrative, because I assume it's not following those things one to one. And then how do you weave like choice and consequence into a sort of pre-existing narrative while still making it interesting? I mean, as much as you can say, mind you.
Well, I can't say a lot because it will be spoilerish,
Yeah.
but we have some room. I mean, there are events, global events that you see in the show, and they happen, and they're referenced in the background of the story, and they kind of influence what you see. And if you visit a place, for example, series where something bad happened, people will discuss that something bad happened. They will watch the news about that. So you can experience some of the global events from the point of view of regular people, and they will also kind of affect you. But overall, you have your own story, and it happens elsewhere. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, I guess that's all I
Well,
can say.
it's a tricky one to cover without spoilers, I imagine.
Yeah. Is it based entirely on the show? Or are the book elements too? Well, there are some book elements, like we managed to make Belter's tall. Obviously, you can't do it in the show because that would limit the amount of people you can cast. I mean, where would you find people who are over 2 meters tall and can act and can be really good at it? So, yeah. But we just model them this way, so you can have tall belters. Yeah.
And I imagine that'll play a role in character creation as well, right? Since I believe it was mentioned you can be an
Yeah.
Earth or a Martian or a Belter.
Yeah, they will have like different body types.
Nice. Outside of just the sort of cosmetic portion of that, I imagine that will influence gameplay in some way. Is that purely going to be like, say, background options in a conversation, or is there more mechanical things that will inevitably be involved?
I'm not sure I can speak about the mechanical parts, but your sort of origin, it will come up and there will be some reactivity to it.
Nice.
We also got a question about streaming someone who is with us for a long time, I suppose. So your old streams with Wooden Dragon, and they asking if we are going to make similar streams again for our future projects. And well, I think the answer is something about yes. We are trying to uh, return,
Resurrect the
yeah,
tradition.
resurrect the tradition and make our streams regular again. You could notice we went online more often for last few months, and we are thinking to keep this up. So yeah, stay tuned, and there will be more streams later.
I
So
also see people ask about the cover art, if it contains protagonist and the twin. I saw actually this asked a lot, and people speculate that one of the character is the protagonist. But no, the protagonist is the background figure that wears the helmet, and you don't see their face. And all other people, they are not the protagonist. There's someone you will meet along the way. And your twin is also not featured because when it's an identical twin, so when you make yourself, you automatically make your twin's face, and then you can kind of customize some parts of the appearance because maybe you don't want to be like super identical. Maybe you want to have different haircuts. So anyway, we can't put your sibling on the poster because we don't know how you will make it look. We will make them look. So they are not in it. It's just, some people. And Gemini, your ship. And some blue thing. So that Expanse fans probably know what it is. No, it's not like in Mass Effect Andromeda. You had different twins in Mass Effect Andromeda, a boy and a girl. Here you have like identical twins.
Like the same gender.
Yeah, the same gender, the same face.
That's an important question. How many of the people in that image can we make out with? We can't answer this question yet.
You have to stick around and wait for us to answer the question. We are not going to open all of our cards yet because
That's the one people always want to know.
I mean, we can speculate. Who would you tell us? Who would you like to romance? Would you like to romance Zafar? Would you like to romance Michael? You saw him in the trailer. Are they cool? Are they hot?
One of my friends always asks me if we can make out with some kind of monsters or aliens in our games. So
you can't make out with the blue monster. Nope. They're like 5 years old.
Oh my god.
It's a baby.
Okay, we will just
now we'll feel bad.
Yes. We'll take care of it then.
And yeah, I see the comments. A lot of people want to make out with a hybrid and someone even with the ship.
Don't make out with that. It's bad for your health.
Take seriously.
We won't be so cruel to you. Ship is not romanceable.
I mean, you never know. You can get pretty attached to some things on your ship.
Never say never.
That reminds me of, I think it was The Outer Worlds had some like weird flirtatious dialogue you could have with your ship. If I remember correctly, it was very odd.
Oh, I don't remember.
I remember in Mass Effect, everyone wanted to romance Edie.
Of course.
I mean, she was like very pretty even before she had a body. She got
yes,
pretty voice.
Yes. I mean the ship robot on the screen,
AI?
Right? In Outer Worlds. Yeah, she had some great dialogue lines. Yeah, but you couldn't romance her. Couldn't romance anyone.
There is precedent for bears. No, they don't take bears to space. It's not very good for bears' health. They don't take juice well.
There's also a question.
And they don't fit in crash coaches.
There's also a question how frequently we will get to engage with a nil gravity.
There will be some elements, when you can explore a bit of space. You could see some in the end of the trailer where the siblings explore a station outside in space and all sorts of things are happening to them. And you could also, if you listen carefully, you can hear a bit of a sound design that our sound designers kind of came up with for space sequences, because you don't supposed to hear anything there. So you only hear something when you touch a surface and you can feel the vibrations with your body. That's the idea. Can I abuse the juice? It's not very tasty. Don't abuse the juice.
And there's also a question, how deep in character customization?
Well, it's a bit too early to talk about it, but you can decide whether your character be male or female, change their voice, change their hair, change their faces, so on. Well, obviously, their origin, Earther, Martian, or Belter. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
And we can't answer the question, what will be done earlier, Dark Heresy or this one?
I don't think we can answer this.
Yeah, we can't answer this.
Secrets, secrets.
Secrets everywhere.
Thank you for developing a game in the expense setting. We love it.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I know from your previous games people have an interest in is there tends to be some sort of side system, which, in Wrath of the Righteous, it was the Crusade management, and Kingmaker, it was your kingdom, and Rogue Trader, it's handling your colonies. Is there anything like that in this game, or would you say that shift, just kind of in approach with the genre and everything, kind of doesn't make that necessary, or something you guys wanted to do?
Oh, there is no such extras. It's more story focused.
Okay.
We don't want to distract you. Will there be mini games? I'll need to check. I don't remember. Probably. Not sure about puzzles. Not sure about the whole level of puzzles. I mean, if you don't behave, I will ask them to add one.
In the series, some ships had rats on the board. Can I bring a cat with me? I don't think we
I mean,
any
a cat
pets.
can live in series, but you don't want to take cat on the ship. I mean, cat sheds the fur all the time. They would clog all your air filters, and it would also probably claw at everything and just chew on your wires. And honestly, I wouldn't take cats to space. And I'm pretty sure someone tried in real life, I mean, on Earth, and they decided, no, let's go with dogs.
And I believe cats don't want to go to space either. They are very
Yeah, they don't want to go to space.
Yeah, they don't like being moved anywhere. They just want to stay home.
What
Very
about
strict.
hairless cats? They look like aliens already. Well, you don't go to space and bring your own aliens. Leave your aliens at home to meet new aliens in space. How about miniature giants hamsters in space? I mean, there was a hamster in the show. I don't know. Maybe. We don't know. It was a robot hamster, though.
Without gravity, cats can't knock things down. That's true.
Imagine how frustrating it is for them. All this effort in vain.
I also wanted to make some kind of announcement or notification. We will have a giveaway during this stream, and we are able to do it only on Twitch. So if you are watching us on YouTube and you want to participate, then it's maybe a good time to switch to the Twitch platform to take a part.
People asking if they can romance an asteroid, and I kind of want to see. I'm trying to imagine. I mean, how platonically or sexually? How do you imagine romancing an asteroid?
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
There's a question: there will be multiple endings in the game?
I mean, how do you think? I mean, you know us, right? We love things like branching narratives, so maybe.
But we can't promise that there will be a lot of narrative and role-playing elements in the story, so
Oh,
I think you won't be
people
disappointed.
say they don't hear mics very well.
They don't hear someone of us or all of us.
Or they say, how well do you hear us? They say they. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, all is cool.
So, Mortismal, maybe you have more questions about the game, or maybe we can, I don't know, speculate a bit. Maybe you have some expectations you wanted to share.
Yeah, I've got a few. Mostly I'm trying to dance around the spoilers I know you guys can't talk about. So I think one thing that's pretty obvious is people are going to draw some big comparisons to the Mass Effect franchise. Would you say you guys welcome those comparisons, or is there anything in particular you want to do to set this apart, both gameplay and in terms of just people's expectations? Like, is this something you were like, I mean, yeah, it's more or less that, or you just kind of want the setting to speak on its own, that kind of thing?
I mean, obviously, we were inspired by Mass Effect a lot, and gameplay will, and the genre kind of resemble Mass Effect in a lot of ways, but the universe is different. Mass Effect is kind of more space opera and
A little more fantastical.
kind of, yeah, it has cool aliens and everything, and the Expanse is more down to earth, so to speak. It's more realistic, I would say. Easier to imagine in the near future. So, yeah, there won't be
Gotcha.
some things like traveling with a mysterious alien technology. Not yet, because the timeline is not there yet.
Yeah. Eventually
So
goes
you
that
just
direction.
you're still in solar system, yeah, and you travel around asteroid belt.
Gotcha.
I think
Well, as a sort of follow up to that, mentioning that it's the sort of obviously very similar in terms of gameplay, would you say that it's probably also pretty safe to expect it to be a form of cover shooter, in terms of general approach to combat, or is it more open than that, or is there anything you guys want to comment in that regard?
there is elements of cover shooter. Probably you can say that it's the basic of how combat goes, but
Yeah.
your enemies, they will like try to smoke you out of your covers or destroy your covers. So
Oh, gotcha.
you will
So
have to move, and you will have to use your gadgets and abilities and your shooting skills.
gotcha. So to latch on to something you just said there, so it's safe to assume there will be destructible things in the environment, including the cover itself.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And I think you could see some destructible parts in the end of the trailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
We love to destroy things.
Now I know it's. Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I saw a
pretty
question
good.
if we got the plans to put the game on GOG. I'm not sure, but most likely yes. I
The
think
game will be on GOG. It should be
like all our
you
games.
should be able to wishlist on Steam, GOG, Epic Games Store, and PlayStation and Microsoft Store. I think it will be available there. And if you become a founder, you will also have an option on release to get a code for the platform of your choosing: Steam, GOG, Epic Games Store, PlayStation, or Xbox.
Thank you. So, Mortismal, you were going to say or ask something, and I disturbed you.
Oh, no worries. Yes, I did have a question. We were talking about combat a little bit there. I believe it's mentioned that you'll have control over your companions in combat, and there's going to be 2 with us at a time. Now, is that control just going to be like general orders, go here, do this kind of thing, or will it be a slightly more involved system, like say teamwork in some manner?
I think it will be kind of similar to how it was in Mass Effect. So they're pretty autonomous, but you can order them to do something for you when you need it.
Gotcha. So no like elaborate AI systems or anything, that kind of thing.
I mean, we'll
Outside
talk
of just
about
what
it
they do.
later, closer to our when we talk more about gameplay.
Fair enough. Well, in a slightly different vein, I had some people asking me, and I was curious myself. Is there going to be sort of any kind of crafting or equipment? Like I know Martian power armor is something people always like. Will you see a lot of that, or how is that handled? I guess.
Well, you will have some cool Martian armor. Not the one from the show, because it would be too, imbalance. You just put it on and march to the end of the game, destroying everything in your way. Yeah, but you will have some cool armors. You can see the far armors is pretty advanced, but it's an engineer's suit, I think. And there will also be other ones. We will show them soon enough. Yeah, not alive. I know. I feel so sad about it, but I mean, not everyone can be alive. You can dress up as Mila, though. You can dress up as a Mila if you purchase a Founder's Pack, by the way, on OsirisReborn.
Yeah, there's also a question.
Owlcat.games.
Yeah, we've got the link in the chat, and there's also a question if the game will be available as a physical disc upon its release, and I think the answer is no.
No, we don't plan for physical release. It will be digital ones. The only physical thing that exists is the collector edition. With a beautiful, beautiful ship called Gemini, which is on cover art right behind ours. Ours is back. Oh, you can see it on the screen right now. Yeah, that's ship. Your ship.
Yeah, I also wanted to show some screenshots from the game. And,
is it a class-based system or more freedom type? I think there are no set classes, but you can kind of invest your points in developing different skills and develop your own style, which you are comfortable with.
So it'll be a bit more of a free-form class system rather than something set in stone.
Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gemini is what? OG ship for the game? Is she a Martian ship or not a ship class? Well, you will have to play the game to find out where Gemini comes from. It's a spoiler.
Will the Founder's Pack get you into the beta or some early access?
I think some of them do. Gemini, from Star to Gemini. Well, yeah, you can say that. If you feel like it, yeah. Fred Johnson made everyone say NEDA. Yes, he did. You don't mess with Fred Johnson.
Will the game be playable on the Steam Deck?
I don't know yet. We'll have more info later.
Yeah, I think more information about that will arrive later. And what else?
What else?
Gotcha.
Wait,
Well, I've got
Oh, okay. You go.
Oh, no. Well, I've got kind of a big question. So, one thing that's come up with Kingmaker, Wrath of the Righteous, and even Rogue Trader that you guys done previously is that, especially on launch, it's been prone to bugs, as I think we all know. With this game focusing on a shift into a different engine and things like that, and obviously the higher production value, would you say there's any systems being put in place to try to catch the worst of that stuff before release? Because Rogue Trader, you guys had gotten better with it. It was, I mean, honestly, it was less buggy than Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous were on launch. And then very shortly after release, you guys handled the critical stuff. It released in December and it was pretty well sorted out by like January, February. So I'm kind of curious what the plan is here in terms of sort of QAing that stuff or even like a beta, that kind of thing.
Well, we always work on improving our processes.
Mhm.
I mean, we know our weaknesses more than anyone else. So we work very hard on implementing all sorts of preventive measures to make sure we properly test the game this time in advance. And we will do everything we can to release it as polished as possible.
There's also a question in the chat. Will casual clothing be an important part of the game? Or mostly we will be running in vac suits?
There will be a time and place for both. When you go to a place where you will be shooting, you will put on a vac suit. Because if you, well, first of all, it acts as an armor. And secondly, you can accidentally shoot through the wall. And you wouldn't want to do that and be without a vac suit. And when you don't plan on shooting anyone, you can go just dressed casually. Wearing your Miller hat from Miller Park, if you like. But you also will have your own casual outfit. And so will your companions.
But the hat is very important thing.
The hat is
Can
the
we-
best part.
Can we dress our companions in different clothes too?
I think now they have their own preferences. I mean, I can't imagine you coming up to Zafar and be like, Zafar, put on this pink bikini for me. No. I mean, maybe people will mod it though, eventually. That tend to happen.
Would be nice, but maybe like family matching sets of clothes for the
It
crew.
actually would be very cute
Yes.
if
You can pretty
everyone
much
was,
guarantee
like,
that'll be the first mods.
wearing similar t-shirts. That would be nice.
Yes. Like some crew uniform.
There's also a question, will there be ship combat? And if so, how involved will it be? I think the answer is no, but correct
I
me.
think it will be closer to how it was done in Mass Effect. So, I mean, you have a battleship. Obviously, you will get into trouble, but there won't be a system for it. So it will be kind of based on your choices and everything like that. And mostly cinematic.
Okay, I think now it's time for some birthday party giveaway. We'll run the one right now. Just give me a second to...
Who's the lucky one?
Just a sec.
I see people in the chat are talking about space combat. Yeah, space combat in the Expanse, it would be kind of fun. You can like sit in your chair, you take some preventive measures not to pee yourself, and then you wait for your ship to approach another ship for 8 hours.
Very fun.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun to do it.
Well, but it's very realistic though. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's
And also, you use the computer programs to do everything for you because the calculations are massive.
I think that's almost like it really happens in real life. So very realistic game.
By the way, I can't wait to speak about your game, Lutra.
Yeah.
We will switch to Blind Descent soon, I think, after the giveaway.
Yeah.
for
Everyone's
now-
remembering Kent.
Yeah, for now, while we have the giveaway and quite a lot of entries, it's time to ask some final questions about the expanse, if you like.
So quiet. Okay, what do you want to
Yeah,
ask?
I got to pass it off to Chad at this point. I think I've just about asked everything I was curious about.
Oh,
Okay.
so quickly, I'll confirm once more that the story takes place between the first two, during the first 3 seasons, or first 2.5 seasons of the show, and the first 3 books, I think. So you will see some of the events from the show and the books developing in the background, and they may affect you.
Well, I definitely have to see the show now.
Make Himbo available as a romance. Which one is Himbo? I mean, which one of them two is Himbo?
I think the guy with the square jaw on the key art. This
Michael?
word. Probably, yeah.
Michael? I mean, the one with beard is Zafar. Zafar.
Oh,
Zafar is Himbo? Or Michael?
it's a good question.
I need to know.
That's a good question.
And we've got our winners. There are 5 of them, and they will receive the keys for Pathfinder Game of the Year edition. After the stream, I will contact you in a direct message. So, congratulations, guys.
Congrats!
Congratulations! Someone's lucky.
Yay! And happy birthday to us.
Yeah,
Again.
of course.
It's cool. Yes.
Okay, so I think I've got one more epic screenshot to share, and then we will start to move towards another announcement. It is for the
Anyone recognizes the screenshot?
I think that's
Who is
just
the blonde girl on the poster? We will find out eventually. But she's not a main character, so some people saying that she's a main character. She's not. She's someone you will meet.
okay. If we have no more questions about the expanse, then we can switch to Blind Descent. Important notice, that's not the game we are developing. We are publishing it. The developers on another team. And before we start talking about this game, I want to share its trailer once again. So let's go.
I recommend initiating a scan of your surroundings. You are 10 miles below the Martian surface. No signals detected. As your AI assistant, I advise immediate adaptation. Becoming a part of the ecosystem is essential for long-term survival. Chance of escape, non-zero. Chance of locating other crew members, non-zero. Some may still be alive.
And we are back. And now we can talk about the blind descent. Lutra, it's your moment.
Yes. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Lutra. I'm the community manager of Blind Descent. This is the game you just saw. And yesterday we announced that our publishing brand, Meta Publishing, is publishing this game. It is made by Pokuch, a Turkish-based developer. And it's been in production for a couple of years before we started working with them, and now it's developing at a very fast pace. So as you can see, it's a game about alien creatures. So basically, you are under a Martian surface. You, after a catastrophic mission failure, you awaken in a vast alien ecosystem, and your task is to find missing crew members, survive, send signal to your base, and get rescued. Probably, if you don't get eaten or killed by something around you. The creatures are based on Earth creatures, as you can see, some of them, but with a Martian twist. And the beautiful key art you can see on the screen is created by John Juarez, a great illustrator behind the Scavenger's Reign TV series, a very beautiful TV series, and our game was also inspired by it. It includes a symbiosis system, a unique mechanic inspired by the haunting alien logic. So you will have to adapt to the Martian world. While usually the games about survival make you break the world around you and shape it to your mold, in this game you will have to adapt to mutate to survive in this world, which is, I think, much more realistic because one single person cannot fight back the environment, the nature. So this is the main difference between Blind Descent and other similar games. So, and I'm very, very excited about it. So, maybe you have any questions about it?
The cover art looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And meanwhile, I will show another art by this artist.
Yes, John Juarez. He helped creating Scavenger's Reign, and he made the beautiful key art for Blind Descent. And we have prepared wallpapers you all can use. We will share them in our social media later. So join our Discord. We'll share the link with you all.
People are asking, will there be co-op in Blind Descent?
Will be what?
Co-op mode.
Co-op in Blind Descent, yeah. Base building.
Yes, there will be base building. You will have to build your shelter. And the game will be single player first, but after full release, we will add a co-op option too. So you will be able to play with your friends too. Let me share the link to our Discord. Oh, give me a second.
People
we'll-
asking if it's if it's Mars and is there a
Yes.
terraforming element to this game? It's Mars, but terraforming is from Expanse. It's a different
Yeah.
game.
Yes, it's a different game, and you don't or won't have access to any terraforming technology because you basically crashed under the Martian surface alone with no equipment. You will only have your HoloWatch, which you maybe have seen in the trailer, which will sarcastically help you survive. And it has some very smart comments about your survival, but it will help you. And you will have to build everything yourself. So imagine you don't have any access to some cool technology and no help, but it's on Mars. So
There's a question. Is this first person only, or there will be a third person camera option as well?
yes, it's from first person perspective only. And there will be 4 types of preset protagonists, which you can choose from 2 females and 2 males. So you can't customize your character, but you can choose between 4 preset characters there.
I noticed I noticed the press release for this one mentioned mutating based on your exposure to the alien elements on the planet. Care to elaborate on any of that?
I can't tell you many details, of course, as usual. But as I already said, you will have to change yourself to adapt to the alien world, to mutate yourself. There will be different types of mutations that will be useful for different things during your survival. We can't tell much more yet, but we'll definitely tell more later in our Discord and our other social media, and we will have a big article about mutation systems. There was a question I wanted to answer. Yes, there was a question about the size of the locations. There will be average sized, not too small enough for exploring. There will be also mini dungeons. So you will have different types of terrains and locations to explore.
There's also a good question. Will there be an Owlcat creature in Blind Descent?
No, it's not planned at the moment because it is developed by another company. But I will pass your suggestion to the dev team, and maybe they will think about it. But there will be some other very weird creatures. We hold a game on our Discord. We regularly show some, that who's that Pokemon game where you see a silhouette of a Pokemon, and we hold such games in our Discord where people can try and guess what kind of animal does the silhouette belong to. And some replies are very, very interesting.
Yeah, like we see a very interesting creature on the screen right now and some strange plants. I don't know, who is this, like some kind of bug or...
Yes, it's a kind of bug. And there will be also different plants, and not only animals can kill you in this world. Some plants can do it too, like there are plants that can kill insects on Earth. Imagine something like that, but bigger. I can't tell you more yet, but yes, we're sharing this too. And since the game is in active development now, we'll be sharing more info about this. And there's a question about sandbox mode. No, we're not planning to add one yet. What about ray tracing? I'm not sure. Actually, I have to ask the dev team, but I suppose it doesn't require it.
Maybe you can share some ways how the player will be able to use, I don't know, these insect parts or plants for the camp or equipment.
Yes, you will be able to do it. You will be able to craft useful tools, some kind of, well, they're not exactly potions because it's not a magical world, but some concoctions that would help you. Yes, of course, since you're alone, trapped underground, under Mars, you will have to use whatever you have around. As you can see in the trailer, the character used the crab cone to drink, so you will be able to use some insect animal parts and plant parts as resources for crafting and to eat too. Any vehicles or mounts, they're not planned yet. There will be no vehicles, obviously, because you crashed underground and you don't have anything like the elevator you were traveling on just crashed and there's just rubble, nothing else. And no mounts yet, but we'll think about it.
There's the question. Is there some kind of end goal to escape or something else?
Can you tell me again what?
Is the end goal to escape this world or there's something else?
Yes. You have to. Well, your ultimate goal is to send the signal to your base so they come and rescue you. There is a narrative. Yes, there. Someone asked on Twitch. Yes, there will be a story. Your character will have some kind of background. There will be some crew members in your background. So yes. And yes, in your game, someone asked.
That's a good question. Will these people whom we are trying to send a signal welcome us after all these mutations?
That's a good question. Well, maybe they will welcome you and then lock you up in the lab and test on you, maybe. So maybe
no.
at some point it will be more wise to stay underground. Like there was a movie about aliens where the main character becomes an alien at the end. I don't remember how it's called.
Yeah, and some people
I have a
from
question.
Warhammer community came with a burn the mutant. Expected.
Right, Warhammer is showing. Yeah, I have a question. Like, I really like the art style, but I've never played survival games. Is it really hard to get into?
No, it will be. It will have difficulty, different difficulty. At least we plan that, and yeah, it will help you a lot. You will have this Hollow Watch that will give you hints on how to survive. So it's not very hard to get a hold of. Okay, someone is asking, will the character be able to interact with plants, wildlife, and else? So yes, of course, your main goal or your main gameplay will be interacting with wildlife and environment. There will be, of course, some kind of combat because some of the creatures are hostile, not of them. So yeah. Yes, someone said District 9. It was the movie District 9.
Can you comment this monster on a screenshot?
The mosquito one?
Yeah, is he huge or?
Yes, these are giant mosquitoes and they will be dangerous. So you better avoid them or find some use to their parts if you manage to kill one.
Someone asks
It
in the
looks like a
chat,
nightmare.
but can we
No,
romance
we,
plant?
no, we can't romance a plant. We can't romance a Martian boar or anything actually.
And even
Well,
mosquito.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if you mutate enough somewhere behind the game, it might be possible, but not in the gameplay.
We'll write fanfiction about it. Love story between a Martian bear and a surviving scientist. So.
Yes. Well, there won't be any guns so far because all the weapons you will have to create yourself to craft. It's not decided yet exactly what types of weapons, all the types of weapons you will be able to create. Is everything out to kill you? No, not everything. There are like timid animals, just like in our world. There are rabbits, for example. We've already shown them in our Discord. They look a little like a sphinx cat. So if you wanted a sphinx cat in Expanse, you can have a sphinx rabbit in Blind Descent. And some of the animals will hunt other animals and ignore you, for example. So it's just a whole ecosystem that exists without you, and you're just a passerby who's trying to survive in it. No mosquito romance, sorry.
People ask how huge the map will be. Will it be procedurally generated?
Give me a second. I'm not sure yet. Actually, yeah, so I will have to ask the development team. So your join our Discord, ask your question there, and I will reply it as soon as I get the reply from the dev team.
Yeah, we strongly recommend to join the Discord for this game to find. I wanted to say new romance options, but no. More information about the game.
Always
So
a good
far,
idea to join the
unfortunately,
Discord.
we can't get animals there yet, but I know how much the audience likes that, so I will definitely tell the dev team that people want pets. So maybe something like that will be considered, but not so far. Surviving in Nurgle Garden, yes. The progression will be mutations and things you create yourself. Also, it's now in development, and some things are yet to be decided, so we don't tell this information yet. We'll be telling about it more, and we'll have a big article once it's ready to guide everyone who plays the game.
That's great.
The game will be of average length. We don't know how many hours yet it is to be, but it's definitely not like a 3-hour adventure. It will be longer, of course.
There's also a good question. Speaking of mutations, how weird we can get with it? Will we stay like human with some cool nature-themed abilities, or can we turn out into a big plant monster or something like that?
Well, you will keep your human resemblance. So once your colleagues from the base see you, they won't mistake you for a mutant boar or something.
So I think that Scavenger's Reign can be a good reference of what we will see in the game.
Yes, exactly, because the symbiosis system, the mutations, is based and inspired by the haunting alien logic of Scavenger's Reign. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you to. It's very beautiful and exciting. Yes, there already is a day-night cycle in the by now in the build we are working on now, and the weather will change also. And the wildlife will interact with each other. As I said, it lives its own life, and you're just a passerby. You will just a nuisance, and they will just, some will ignore you, some will try to eat you. They will try, and they will eat each other or kill in some other funny ways. Survival elements will be average. We're also still working on it. But yes, you will need food, water, heat. Not sure about poop and pee, because it's the thing which is usually not included in games. So, and you can't domesticate the fauna. Maybe it can domesticate you, maybe, but I don't think so.
And that's, I believe, an example of how our small camp can look on the screen right now.
Yes, exactly. You will have to build.
Looks
Like
cozy.
you won't, yes, you
Yeah,
won't
it looks
be creating a big base, just like your shelter, whatever you need alone, because you will be alone there. So, not much.
It looks like a game to spend the vacation in.
Yes, yes. Like somebody said, it's like surviving alien dacha.
Or,
On
some
Mars.
space Australia.
Yes. Somebody asked how elaborate a base can you make? We're currently revamping the base mechanics and how it will look like. So we're still working on it. No more details.
Speaking of
Yes,
space,
there is oxygen for the fire. So you can basically breathe there, surprisingly. So yeah, you can make fire too.
gotcha. Speaking of space Australia, is there going to be anything resembling a gigantic spider that might warrant an arachnophobia warning or something like, say, an arachnophobia mode?
We won't have an arachnophobia mode. There was a question asked about it, and I already passed this information to the developer, so they can consider what we can do with it. We haven't added any illnesses yet, but there is a very curious system which is called organic restoration system. So it's basically nature claiming back what you take from it. So if you chop a tree, for example, a special weird infection, like slimy thing appears on it and restores the organic stuff you damage. And if you drop some of your things that don't belong to Mars, it also clumps around it and starts destroying it. So it's basically restoring what belongs here and destroys what does not, and you will have to fight it. So,
Okay, I saw some questions in the chat how to join the GeoBay, so I guess it's a good moment to launch another one. So give me a second. And meanwhile, Mortismal, maybe you want to ask or add something about the game?
There's a question. Someone says, but the player doesn't belong to Mars. So yes, exactly. That's why you will have to add mutations to your body to survive, because the environment is not native to you, and it will try to destroy you in different ways. So, yes.
You mentioned fighting back against the environment and that sort of slime thing, and I imagine there's some sort of combat in terms of fighting off the actual animals. But what are the mechanics of actually fighting back against that? Is that just sort of like some sort of upkeep you have to do against it, or is there like more specific measures to be taken?
Well, first of all, you can directly kill some things, like fighting them because they will attack, or you will need some kind of resources. Plus, as I said, you will have to destroy this organic restoration thing
Okay.
in
So you do
time.
so you do attack like the slime type thing directly.
It's yet in development, so I can't
Oh,
say for sure. I'm sorry.
oh, no worries.
Yeah. No. So there is I think we have a very big flash mob on Twitch. No mosquito romance. Are you are you excited to have no mosquito romance, or do you want to have mosquito romance? Just to ask.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
I mean, I've seen stranger dating
Fight.
simulators.
Yeah. Are there like decision making or branching paths? Someone asks when fighting certain enemies. You will decide how to survive. It will be up to you what decisions you make. Like somebody said they like Vendwag, so they want spider romance. Sorry, they are not as human-like as in Pathfinder. And yes, somebody asked if the AI companion will keep us company and talk to us. Yes, it will, and it is really artificial intelligence because it will throw some jabs or sarcastic comments at you. As long as it helps you, it will mock you sometimes, and it will feel not so lonely.
Something like Jarvis, yeah?
Yeah. So it is really fun. So no, you can't romance it. It's like your friend. I know that it's a very enticing idea, like in the movie Her, but no, unfortunately, it's soulless. It can't love you back. It can only mock you.
No, I kind of feel sad that it doesn't love me.
Some people take that more as a challenge.
Yeah, but you're welcome to create your content about it and share it on our Discord. We won't ban you for it, so you're free to do whatever you want.
Maybe it could be trained, and you can teach it to love you if you try hard enough. In fanfiction.
Okay, somebody asked if there are enemies that you may kill or not kill that will affect the later plot. I believe there won't be like characters of aliens because it's mostly creatures, not like sentient aliens like a jungle. So I believe not, but I can't say for sure yet. Because the plot, the main storyline, the narrative is not completed yet. So, follow our news. We'll be telling you more in the nearest future.
Guys, I must say that the giveaway is over, so the flash mob with mosquitoes should be stopped as well. And we've got our winners. I will contact them after the stream as well. They will receive Season Pass 2 keys for the Rogue Trader game.
Thanks.
Congrats!
And
That's
congratulations. And since we've got some kind of a birthday party after all, I would like to show another cool video to highlight our community, which is the best community ever. We love you all. So let's watch this video.
Welcome to football. Come on. Go what?
Oh, nice. What a beautiful print.
No. Oh, leave me alone. There it is.
Dead.
Yes, please stand by.
And we are back. So, guys, tell us, how long did you stay with us? When did you join the Owlcat community? What was your first game? Please share with us in the chat.
Well, as I was mentioning when we were talking before this stream started, I picked up with you guys at the end of Kingmaker. I wasn't around when it launched. I was actually working a sales job at the time, but I started making content for Kingmaker towards the end of its life cycle, 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. So I've been hanging around for a while. So it's been fun to watch you guys progress, both in terms of just size and scope of the studio, but also the games you guys have been making, as the expanse would go to show.
See a lot of people from Kingmaker, from Ras, from Rogue Trader, but I'm surprised
It's
a lot
the
of
loads online. Oh my god. that was even before we were all card games.
that's all, yeah.
Oh, actually, you guys have sent me some merch. Hold on just a second.
You're going to show too much? Kingmaker. So many people from Kingmaker.
Yeah.
community.
You guys sent me Ivu from Wrath of the Righteous.
Oh, this is so
I love this
cute.
toy.
So amazing.
Kingmaker and Rolf. I wish I could buy that plushie. Well, it was kind of limited
Yeah, I think that.
series.
Yeah, see, I don't think
We
you guys
couldn't
ever sold that.
purchase
I think it just got sent to a few
No,
people.
it was gifts. Yeah.
Very,
It has a
very nice.
detachable cookie. You can kind of take the
Yeah,
cookie
yeah, it's
from it, and then you can fit
yeah.
for the cookie again. It's so
Yeah, it's
adorable.
velcroed in there.
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's nice you keep it nearby.
Yeah, I got a whole display back there.
It accepts all the cookies when you're on internet, so be careful.
It's really nice to see how many people are with us for so long. Really warms our hearts.
Yeah, I think we wouldn't be the same company without Pathfinder community. It sort of like picked us up and carried us in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
very lucky to have you guys.
And Warhammer community as well. We really appreciate how you meet the Rogue Trader, and a lot of people actually told us that they came to the Warhammer universe with the Rogue Trader.
Me too, by the way. Yeah, when
Like
I
you.
came to work here, I decided I should. I heard a lot about Warhammer, but never played it or read anything or seen anything. So when I came to work here, I decided I should get acquainted with it. And then I was just like swiped off. Yes, because I just fell in love with it because it's so great, and I really like that the game allows you, if you know nothing about Warhammer, you still can play because there are those small hints, dictionaries about everything. So I loved it a lot. I never thought that I would become a fan of Warhammer, but look where I'm here now.
It's awesome. I kind of hope we will achieve the same goal for the Expanse, that people who haven't heard about it, because in some countries we will be publishing it, I don't think it's popular enough, and I hope it will bring more people into Screaming Firehawks community.
For example, me, because I haven't heard about Expanse before we started developing.
You are in for a treat.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, in many ways, I'd say I think that's one of the best things about Owlcat as a studio is the way you guys present the franchises that have already been established elsewhere. Like Pathfinder's an obvious one for me, but talking about getting into Warhammer, Rogue Trader was what inspired me to get into Warhammer, so I could start covering that game on the channel as well. So it was kind of my own jumping off point, and I think Owlcat is really valuable for what it does to bringing new blood, so to speak, into those individual franchises.
Oh, thank you. And what about The Expanse, by the way? Did you watch the show? Maybe you read the books, or it is new universe for you as well?
I've watched a bit of the show here and there years back during, COVID, to be honest. So I watched a little bit of it back then. I had never read the books. I'll probably try to order them and get around to it, though, before this releases, just to brush up, because I usually try to do a little bit of research for things I'm going to cover extensively. But I'm a little familiar with it, not terribly, though.
Expanse show is a banger, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. It's so cool.
I think it would be cool.
There are also comics, Dragon Tooth, and another one coming soon. And there is also a Telltale game, the Expanse Telltale series about Camino Drummer. So you can check it out too. There is also a DLC about Cristiana Vasarala. If you like her, you want to play it because the story is very good.
Nice.
Well, I definitely am going to watch the show because I want this. Wow, I've seen it element while I play. I really love these small moments when you recognize something from the lore. These are great Easter eggs.
Did you guys play the Expanse TTRPG? Oh, this is actually interesting. We've read the rules, the rule books, but because we decided to shift from CRPG, we kind of decided not to play it because we were afraid that it will, if we do play it, we will end up making another CRPG. And we wanted to make an action RPG. So I still hope one day we will. And yeah, if anyone from the studio is watching and you want to like DM, I'm in. I'll bring all my long Delta knowledge to the table and we will rock.
Can you say something using Belto language?
Well, I'm kind of nervous. I have a language barrier, but when we're saying goodbye, I can say goodbye in Belter.
Okay, thank you. And I also wanted to, try some fun activity since it's our birthday today and we got a lot of stuff going on. But of course, there will be some future games and unannounced projects, maybe some projects we didn't even think about yet. So, Mortismal, I wanted to ask you, do you have any, thoughts or guesses what could be the next unannounced Owlcat project? Or maybe just, if you have any ideas or wishes, just speculate a bit.
Well, I have a few wishes to be sure. I've actually made a couple of videos about that. I think anybody who knows me well knows I'm still hoping for more Pathfinder. I think to go a little more specific there, I think the Iron Gods would be a really fun one. Rise of the Rune Lords would be good. Hell's Rebels even I think would be interesting. A more recent one, you want to look at Pathfinder 2e. I don't know if you guys have read the Blood Lords campaign at all, but that one was really cool. It's more of an evil campaign where you go into just some stuff that a lot of the other ones don't. In terms of another wish, though, this was actually something that came up recently. I want to say within the last year, I made a video talking about how I thought it would be really interesting to see you guys work inside Vampire the Masquerade, because what you guys have done with like all the secret endings with Kingmaker, Wrath of the Righteous, and Rogue Trader, a lot of that is like really elaborate stuff you have to unlock. Rogue Traders is a little simpler, but a lot of that sort of arcane political machinations, I think would fit Vampire the Masquerade really, really well. So I mean, that's one franchise I hope you guys eventually work with.
Well, as far as I know, there's a lot of people in the studio who loves the setting as well. So who knows? Maybe in the future.
Right.
But that would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see something like that
Yeah.
and play it.
Well, people
I would
seem
also play
excited
Mortis
about it.
by now.
Yeah, as I see a lot
Honestly, I would just play everything.
of a lot of World of Darkness fans in the chat.
Oh yeah.
So I think we
Yeah,
don't have
Pandora's
a lot of time left. So maybe it's time now for some final questions about Expanse or maybe Blind Descent or some general questions to us or Mortismal. It's time to shoot them now, since soon we will be wrapping up.
Ask now. Oh, it will be too late.
Now or never. Well, not never, of course. Come and ask everything else in our Discords if you don't do it now. So,
Thank you so much for streaming. Thank you for watching. More CRPGs. Yes, we keep making CRPGs. In fact, I kind of need to stress it again. Just because we making one game that's action RPG, it doesn't mean we'll stop working on CRPG or publishing CRPGs, because right now we are working on Warhammer games. We are working on, we are publishing Shadow of the Road, which is also a samurai themed CRPG, and we are publishing Rubelli, which is kind of disco like time loop shenanigans. So yeah, we'll keep making RPGs, we'll keep publishing them. We love them very much, but we will also try new things.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, will there be written story, tie-ins, novel, short stories, or comics or stock for Osiris Reborn? I have a fan comic. Like, I made it the moment I found out that we will have tall belters women, and I will make a tall belter woman, so all men will stare at my chest, and I will give them hell for this.
to intimidate them.
I will publish it at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure about the official stuff though. We'll see. See. Never say never. Maybe. Please release the DLC. For what game? We have so many. Yeah, some of the best in the industry right now. Keep doing what you are doing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The animators must be having a lot of fun then. Oh, with high difference. Yeah. But they will make sure that Zafar and Michael don't stare at my character's boobs all the time. They will only stare at them sometimes.
Spoilers.
I mean, the spoilers is just natural. Have you seen the lady from the trailer? I mean, I would stare at her all the time myself.
Completely understandable.
She's very pretty.
Yeah,
And you will be able to make a lady like that in the game. We have her face in the game, and you will be make.
There will be 3 twins then.
Why 3 twins?
Because
No.
you can make someone with the same face, no?
No. You can make your character look like the girl from the trailer, and she will also have it in. Oh my god, poor Zafar. He will have like twin ladies.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Took me by surprise how tall she is. Well, we kind of wanted to make Belter stand out. Also, it will be fun if you visit Sirius as an author, and everyone's like, "Why are you so small in your Loda? You're not old enough to drink in a Belter bar."
I can
I
feel
hope we will.
a lot of immersion in the Expanse setting with all these Belter things and other stuff. Can't
Honestly,
wait.
if I were a Belter on series and I ran a bar, I would pull like a sign, "You must be this tall to order drinks," and I would refuse all the India Lodas. Out of spite, but it's probably bad for business.
Okay, I think we are almost out of time. Mortismal, maybe you want to add something or say something to our community in chat before we wrap
Well,
up?
yeah, sure. So, I mean, mainly thanks for having me on. It was fun to sit and chat about the Expanse, Blind Descent, and kind of everything else Owlcat's going on. So, obviously, thanks for making the games. It's been no small amount of fun for me to cover them. And I mean, thanks to the community for watching those and latching on to them. It's obviously made making them more engaging. So, I mean, really just thanks all around.
Thank you as well for joining us, and we're always glad to see you on
Thank
our
you, Jackie.
streams.
Appreciate it.
So, I think it's time for us to end the
Go catch
stream.
more sleep because we work so hard.
Yeah, it was a very intense weekend, and we need some rest as well. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for your questions. Thanks again, Mortismal, for joining us. And congratulations to the guys who won the teaser riddle for Expanse, and for everyone who won the game case today. And happy birthday, Owlcat.
Happy birthday. We won't sing. We won't sing. We won't. No,
We won.
no singing.
Definitely not.
Oh,
So-
wait, dang. I'm leaving. I'm going back to space.
Okay, see you guys on the next streams.
Have a great day.
Have
Goodbye.
a great day.
Bye bye.